Hi everyone, welcome to Multisensory Monday. Today I planned an activity for you that goes with the post you may have read last Thursday about the rabbit rule. The rabbit rule, or the rabbit generalization as I like to call it, applies to the question of how do I tell my students when to double that middle consonant in words like rabbit or letter. So you'll want to go back and read that blog post if you haven't, because the rabbit rule or the rabbit generalization is one that works a lot of the times, but it's definitely not 100%. So you'll want to go get some more information on it. In general, here's what the rabbit rule says. If a word has two syllables and the first vowel is a short vowel, if you only hear one consonant sound in between the vowels, you have to double that consonant. So for the word rabbit, it's a two-syllable word. I can check that by putting my hand under my chin and saying the word, rabbit. I felt my chin drop twice. That means there's two syllables. So if your students are having trouble counting syllables, have them put their hand under their chin and feel for how many times their chin drops. Okay, so we checked. Rabbit has two syllables. Now we have two other things that we need to keep in mind. Is the first vowel short? Rabbit. Yep, that first vowel, is a short vowel. My last thing that I need to check is how many consonant sounds are in between the vowels? Rabbit. There's only one. There's only b. So rabbit passes the rabbit rule. And if I was spelling that word, I would have to put two B's in the middle. So the activity here is really simple. It's just getting students to use their hands to make rabbit ears. They're going to use their hands to check those three criteria of the rabbit rule. And if they end up with two sets of ears, that word passes and they need to double the consonant. So the first thing you're going to do is give them a word. Let's use the word letter. How many syllables are in the word letter? Letter. Letter. 2. Get both your ears ready. We're not done. We have to make sure that we can keep both of our ears. For my first set of ears, I have to think, what kind of vowel is the first vowel? Letter. It's a short E. Excellent. I get to keep my first set. For my second set of ears, I need to think, how many consonants are in between the vowels? Letter. Just one. So I get to keep my second set. Letter passes the rabbit rule, and I would have to double that middle consonant, the middle T. And so students here are just using their hands to make the rabbit ears, and if they end up with two sets of rabbit ears, they're going to double that letter. Please have them use separate hands for this. The first time I filmed this, I tried doing my rabbit like this, and if your first vowel is not short, you end up with a gesture that you really don't want your students making. So separate hands to do this activity for the rabbit rule. Alternately, you can actually use a rabbit. So this is just a rabbit coloring page that I found online that I cut out and I cut the ears off. I'm going to use the ears the same way that I used my fingers in the previous activity. So I take my word, if it has two syllables, I get both of my ears out. And now the ears actually say on them what test each one needs to pass. So to be able to have my first ear, I have to have the first vowel be short. If it is, I get to hold up ear number 1. The second test is there only one middle consonant? If there is, I get to hold up my second one. If my rabbit is complete, if he has both of his ears, then I get to do the direction written on the rabbit, which says double the consonant. So you can use a paper cutout for this activity as well. And I'll put the link to the coloring page that I found for you in the description of this video below. Thank you so much for watching. This is going to be the last Multisensory Monday before the new year, so I really look forward to seeing everyone back in 2016. Please leave your comments in the comment section below, and please leave comments or send me emails about the kind of things that you want to see coming up in the new year.